What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? We've got Squirtle Splash, Tammy Schneider, Sheer Cold, Vanillix, Jihad, Greg Hen, Munch22, Squirtle Splash again, Nico, who else do we have here? Colin, welcome to the stream. Trainer Green, Mike F. How's it going, everyone? How are you guys doing today? Let me double check the counter here. There we go. The counter is working, so let's get going, guys. Let's get going. Hopefully today is the day that we can finally get one of these two Pokemon as Shinies, and maybe YouTube-related hit 1,900 subscribers. That'd be crazy if that could happen. Not much, Greg. We're just getting started here. Finally got the credit screen updated to a vague, to a schedule at the right time, but schedule, quote unquote. Because I really don't have a super set one for the summer, but now the end card doesn't tell you times that I'm not on YouTube. Naruto fan for life, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You just found a Lugia. Nice. You're gonna start lurking? That's all good, Jiha. That's all good. I totally get that. You're eating Subway. Nice. Nice. Found a Lugia and Ultramoon. Nice. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I saw you had a field day today and the teachers cheated in the basketball tournament. Oh, that is unfair. Oh, sorry guys. The cough is still here. It's not like a sick cough. You know, there's a difference between a cough that's because you're sick and feel bad, and the cough that's a tickle in your throat and won't go away. And I think I have the second one. So, it's all good. I'm still gonna cough a little bit, but just as a heads up, I am actually A-okay. I'm all good. Lol school. I'm so glad to be out of it for the summer. So glad I'm working. Job has been fun. 1 week down and 9 to go, something like that. Normally has got the wormhole. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Your third gym. I can't tell. Soul Silver. Awesome, Colin. Awesome. Been playing the Batman games. Nice. Nice. Everybody get a shiny Arceus via Wonder Trade. That's pretty cool, Mike. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know. I almost want to do Wonder Trade to get some really crazy, just oh, look at what I found, haha. But at the same time, like I talked about yesterday, it's I wouldn't want to keep it in my collection because I don't know if it's legit, but I wouldn't want to get rid of it because I don't know if it's not legit. What's up, Muffle? Welcome to the stream. How often do I stream Shiny Hunts? I stream Shiny Hunts 4 days a week, or at least that's the plan. So generally I'll try to, this week is I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I didn't stream Wednesday. I'm not going to stream tomorrow or Sunday. But next week, the only day I know I'm not streaming is Wednesday, but it is 4 days a week at this time. I start now and go for 2 hours, basically. So, majority of the days of the week. Gonna start looking. I got you, Gia. I got you, man. Oh, yeah, guys, so I don't know. We always end up talking about Marvel at points, so I can say this. I finally watched Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok. Saw that one since it came out on Netflix and all that. It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the only Thor movie I've seen, though, so I feel like I missed out on a little bit. I don't know. I've watched a lot of the Marvel movies in a really, scattered and not really, proper order. If that makes sense. And I might have to reset the Game Boy capture. I don't know why it likes to get laggy on me after a while. What about this weekend? Seriously. What do you mean, Vanillix? I said I was going to be shooting 4 days a week over the summer. Cheese and Ham, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I caught your first shiny a few days ago. Awesome. Awesome, Naruto fan. Hopefully you can catch a bunch more in the future. You're a cat. Alright then. Meow. Ashton the Mew, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, the capture on the GameCube is a little bit off, so I'm going to go ahead and reset that. deactivate it and reactivate it. I don't know. For some reason, it gets out of sync every once in a while, and so like the inputs are delayed, or at least like the response to the input is delayed, so it kind of gets to me. Ragnarok was way better than Thor 2. That's what I've heard from the sounds of it. Is like Thor, like the original Thor was okay. The second one was not great, and then Ragnarok's just, I don't know. Ragnarok feels like that self-aware movie to me a little bit. Like, there's so many like random, just like, oh, look at the timing is building up, and then it just like fails. I don't know. It was a good movie. It was a good movie, you know, action comedy in a way. You know, Red, welcome to the stream, Redo. How are you doing today? In that case, you got one sub closer to 1900 gold. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love shiny hunts in your consoles. Broken right now, so you can't hunt yourself. No, I hope you get that fixed soon. I seriously hope you get that fixed soon, because I know what it's like to have like my DS not working. I have that with my non-capture card system. The battery is so dead in it because I've hunted so much that it doesn't work off the charger. Like, it just dies randomly. And even when it's on the charger, it'll just turn off randomly. Like, that's how just gone that battery is. I need to order a new one. But Ragnarok was funny. It was really funny. Like, I watched it today. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. First shiny was a Shelter in black in Undella Town in autumn. It was a bold nature and it was female. And it was on the 6-water tile. Nice. As you're still putting up to Infinity War, Ragnarok is important to watch before Infinity War. Yeah, I was aware of that, and it mentions some things from what I can obviously tell. Like I said, I've missed a lot of the movies, and I feel like honestly accepting spoilers with Infinity War, because I already kind of accepted that. It's been over a month since it came out and I haven't seen it. I need to just like find a way, find someone who has actually purchased all like the Blu-rays or something and just be like, yo, let's watch that for, you know, however long it takes to watch all of the Marvel movies and stuff, and then just like then be able to go into Infinity War actually having seen everything, because I have such like a piecemeal knowledge of it and stuff that there's a lot of like, there are characters like, I haven't seen Black Panther, haven't seen Ant-Man, haven't seen the second Captain America, I haven't seen Age of Ultron even, so that was a confusing one to go into Civil War with. But like, it's just, I have such like a patchy like experience with it just because I haven't seen a lot of the stuff. So it would probably definitely benefit me just to like kind of take it, like not try to rush into Infinity War and like actually kind of sit back and watch what was building up to it first. You know, accept that I'm not going to see everything, or I'm not going to see a lot of stuff like on time, or like not that I'm not going to see Infinity War anytime soon, and just kind of build to it. Yo, Dr. Glowstone and 80on, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Ant-Man isn't that important. I mean, I know it's not that important, but I don't know. If I go back to fill in the gaps in my knowledge, I'm gonna want to watch everything. You know, I'm like completionist with Pokemon, completionist, or like, you know, a collector when it comes to a whole bunch of stuff, and like, so when I get to something where I can be a completionist with fairly easily, like skipping one movie out of, I don't even know how many at this point, like, you may as well just watch it. It's not like it's gonna be something that's boring or anything. Playing some Ocarina of Time right now. Awesome, Dr. Glowstone. Watch Age of Ultron is an important one. I am aware. I'm aware it would be an important one. I'm aware Guardians 1 could be a little bit important. Granted, I've already seen 2, so like, I've missed the information I needed from 1. But like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that, yeah, I should go back and actually watch. Because like I said, a lot of those movies as they came out, I didn't realize they were going to end up like building this big thing. I was just like them making a whole bunch of comic book based movies. And now they're like years and years and years old. And I just haven't seen them, you know? So that's just where that is I need to like actually go back and watch them all. And honestly rewatch the ones that I haven't seen in a while. Iron Man movies and such. Guardians 2 is more important. Well, yeah, it kind of builds to it, but like the first one introduces a bit more of the stuff, I feel. Your stepbrother's playing Fortnite. He told you yesterday that there are no weights in Smash. What do you mean by that? Thought video games would be able to distract you from something bad. When something bad personally happens, not really taking your mind off it. I know that, Adian. I know that. Sometimes, like, it depends on the video game. It depends on the video game, and it also just depends on what's going on. Because there are some games that I'll play just so I can, like, kind of drift off into my mind, and those aren't very good for keeping your mind off of something. But it depends on the game, and depends on what it is. I totally feel that, you know, whatever it is, I hope you're able to get it off your mind, or it works out, or just whatever it is, I hope that it gets better, man. Yeah, Winter Soldier. I need to see Winter Soldier. I think I've told the story as to why I haven't seen that one. I watched, at one time, I had to, like, take a plane ride, and it was round trip, but on the way there, we had, like, there were movies on the flight, and they were all free, and they had Captain America 1 and 2, and so I was like, oh, that's cool, I'll watch you know, it's like the same flight each way. But yeah, so I watched Captain America 1 on the way out there, and I would have only gotten about halfway through Winter Soldier. So I was like, you know what, I'll save that one, I'll watch it on the way back. And I just, like, listened to music the rest of the way, you know, because the plane also had that and stuff. And on the way back, apparently just because the way flying and stuff works and everything, the flight back was shorter, like they either routed it differently or whatever, and it cut just down under the threshold for free movies. Like, you know, it's like, I don't know how long the flight had to be or whatever, but it was like a certain number of hours for the movies and everything to be free, and on the way back, it was just under that mark. Like, it was just over on the way out there, but it just, like, fell right on that mark. Like, the flight was like 10 minutes shorter or something. That was enough to cut out free movies. And then we ended up having to, like, go into a holding pattern on the way back, so the flight was actually longer with nothing. So that's the reason why I haven't seen the second Captain America. That is the legitimate reason, is that a flight I was on was too short. Yo, Native Ball, welcome to the stream. You're playing Pokemon Quest. Well, I hope you have fun with it, man. And good luck with the shiny. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm hoping today can be the lucky day. Otherwise, Suicune hits 1,000. And Charmander may hit 10,000. I don't know. I don't think Charmander will quite get there. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Charmander will get to 10,000 today, even if we don't get the shiny. I think it's gonna be very close. Watched a bunch of movies on the plane to Europe. Dude, I would watch so many on the plane just because, like, I don't know, there's not too terribly much else to do. I have, like, my Switch and stuff now, but especially back then, I didn't really have any handhelds. I'd say you can talk about it if you would feel better, but that's kind of hard to talk about such stuff in a random online group. Yeah, like, we're definitely all here for you, man, but like that's like Dur said, that's definitely one of those things where it's just like, as much as, like, we all talk to each other and stuff, I don't know, I totally get personal things still being, like, personal, especially to, like, some people that are just avatars and names online. Yo, Loot, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Your friend's getting annoyed because you don't know superheroes. I only know superheroes because of the movies. That's it. I don't know any of them before the movies come out. Back then you had, like, nothing. Yeah, I mean, at that point, then, like, the movies are the saving grace of the flight. Of basically, like, oh, thank you, I actually have some way to pass the time. Because for me, planes are miserable. I am a I almost said short. I don't know why I almost said short, and I didn't know how to save that sentence. Like, I am a tall guy. I'm not short. I think that's what I was going for, is I'm not a very short guy. I'm afraid of heights, so just in general, being up in the air in a plane is not a fun time for me. Because I don't like being on half the ground. And then when the first thing that happens after I sit down is the guy in front of me sits down and tries to recline his chair and gets angry that he can't because all he's doing is pushing my femurs back into the butt of the seat because I'm sitting upright and my legs are just as long as the gap between the seats. And, you know, all I can do is shrug while he's still thinking that I'm being a jerk. Like, that was my experience with that plane ride that I was able to watch Captain America. So that's what made it terrible. Smell makes you hate planes. Yeah, it's like the same air just recirculated for hours and hours and hours. So that too, that definitely doesn't help. So not like one attack because it's bashful nature? No! I had a 3DS, but there were some movies on the offering list you wanted to watch. Yeah. Like, that was back when Captain America 2 was one of the newer movies. So like people were still like, oh yeah, you need to really go see these, but it still wasn't like, oh, like it was still like, oh, we got Avengers, that's cool, they all combined. I should go watch these. Like, I didn't realize we were gonna like the whole universe was like a thing that was gonna continuously, you know, combine and all that. You know, so like that's where those movies were, at least to me, was, oh, this would be cool to watch, and that's why I wasn't like buckling down to get through as much of the movies as I could before having to go back and stuff. But yeah, so that's just like, that was the time period when that one happened. And I guess what year that would have been 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. You forget that you're on a plane when you're engrossed in the movie. With your headphones in, yeah. I mean, at that point, you're watching a movie and you've kind of tuned everything else out. So that can be really nice. When you flew to Barbados from England, you watched the film Spy with Melissa McCarthy. You love when she says, "Who puts a roof on the scooter? What are you, the Pope?" I don't know, Melissa McCarthy can be good. There are movies with her that I really like, but there are also ones that are just kind of, I don't know. For me, like, it's just, I don't know, her type of humor doesn't always line up with me. But she's a good actress. She's definitely a good actress. And like I said, can be very funny when it ends up lining up with my interests as far as that goes. Just squish yourself so you can be slightly shorter. Don't think I haven't tried. No, it's just, and like I've gotten taller since then even. Like that was my junior year of high school. And I was at that point 16 or 17. No, I definitely would have been 17 at that point. But yeah, so it was just like my whole body was just kind of crushed up in that seat. And I was like, I don't know what to do at this point. And like, I was like, you know what? You're not gonna lean the chair back unless I turn my legs like 45 degrees. So you're just not leaning the chair back. That was where that was, and like I kind of felt bad for the dude because you want to be able to sit on the plane and lean back, and like the jerk behind you is like, no, you can't. I want my leg room, and it's like, there was no less leg room that I could have taken. Like any smaller, or if the like seats were any closer together, or I was any taller at the time, it legitimately would not have worked. You named me Nihilego Squid Lady. I mean, it's a descriptive name for it. So like Family Guy, I haven't watched it in a while, but I used to watch it a lot. I don't know, it can be enjoyable as well. Like, again, it just depends, especially with a lot of comedy stuff, it just has to really, really line up. But yeah, I watched it a lot more in high school and stuff. I haven't watched it at all recently. Yo, Melissa, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Tall people discrimination. You know, it used to be you could just get the, like, you know, exit row, like the emergency exit row. And hey, guess what? You had legroom. But then the flights realized that and charged more for it. And it's like, no, I physically need to fit on this plane. Come on. They watched so many movies on the plane to Europe last summer. I mean, yeah, that flight's multiple hours. You're going to be able to get through at least 2 movies each way at the very least. You know, so I totally, yeah, totally. Probably the best way to pass that flight. I want to be like 5'10", 5'11"ish when you're older. It's your 15th birthday next week and you're 5'7". You think you can make it? Dude, there are people who just like don't stop growing till their mid-20s. There are people who stop really early. It's completely up to genetics and your body and everything. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how tall I was when I was 15. I don't quite know how tall I was at that point. Watched like 5 to 6 movies. That's pretty good. Like 5'2" to 4 at 18. I mean, yeah, that's also fairly normal. I have friends who are like barely 5 foot, if even that, and they're my age. And then I'm, you know, 6'5" or 6'6". Know that in the future. Know what? I just got Lugia in a Pokeball and used all of your Ultra Balls. It wanted to be in a regular Pokeball for whatever reason. It had a preference. You Your theater has seats farther apart so you can be as tall as you want. Like, I never have issues at movie theaters, actually. The only thing is, I feel bad for the people behind me. Like, if the theater is, like, a normal theater, I don't have issues with the seats in front of me, like, oh, they're too close or anything, or, like, I don't really, like, stretch my legs out in the theater. I don't know, I just, like, I sit up in a movie theater, which honestly is more the problem. I feel bad for anyone who is already sitting down, and then, like, the only seats open are right in front of them, and I sit there. Because then I'm way too tall, and I feel bad about that at points. I feel, yo, Poke Blake, welcome to the stream, you're 6'3". Yeah, I mean, that's pretty tall. That's pretty tall. By that point, I was already like, yeah, this is a little inconvenient in certain situations. If you ever saw me, you'd just be staring up. Pretty much. Pretty much. Most people do. Most people do. It's like, I think I mentioned this is the point where it's weird for me to look someone, like, straight in the eyes, like, eye level with them already. Or up. If I have to look up at someone, it's like, it almost makes me uneasy, just because, like, you know, it's completely unnatural, it's not normal for me. What is 160 centimeters in feet? That would be about, what would that be? That would be, 5'4", 5'3" to 5'4"-ish, I think. Someone who has a way to actually measure the conversion, do that one. That was my in-head guess on 30 centimeters per foot. You should all just bring stilts. If you guys all learn how to walk on stilts and, like, met up with me, I would be very impressed. Yo, Gym Leader Zero, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Like my tweet last night. Yeah. Yeah, you liked a bunch of them from last night. That tall person, the tall people one with pants, that was Monday when I started my job and had to put on, like, dress pants. And, yeah. Barely come down to my ankle and, like, have to crank them down with a belt. The problem is stores are for big and tall and not big or tall. You think you're that? Okay. Okay. Because when you change my height, which is 6'6", to centimeters, it comes out to like 198 centimeters. You're fine with your height, not too tall, not too short. Yeah, like, if you are of average height, or slightly above or slightly below average height, things just work out way better for you. Like, for me, you know, I can't drive a lot of sports cars. I will never fit in a Miata. Like, for the life of me, I cannot fit in a Miata. If it's a soft top, you can see my head, like, in the roof of the cars, because that's how tall I am. It's why I drive the massive boat of a car that I do. But, there's that. There's the fact that if I'm any taller, a standard door doesn't work, and there's already doors that are just smaller than that. Showers, especially showers at hotels, do not work for me at all. This thing just stopped growing. When you stop growing, it'll be like 6'6" to 6'8". Okay, so it'll be up there around where I am. It'll be up there. You've probably already started to experience a lot of the issues you will experience as far as just things like, things are not made for that height. But, yeah. It's not bad. 6'8" is the point where it actually becomes more of a problem, because that's the height of a standard door. I can get the top section of the shelf. Yeah, I always chuckle when I'm at, like, the store or something, and, the top shelf's, like, labeled, like, please, like, do not get anything from the shelf, ask for assistance. You know, so you're not, like, reaching up and, like, jumping and trying to grab the item, or sneaking away and, like, getting one of the, like, step stools, and I'm just, like, I can see over the shelf. It's just like, alright, I feel like I can disregard this one. I feel like it'd be more rude to try to ask someone to help me just to follow the rules. Spencer Brennan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Does anyone know what 1.79 meters is in feet? That would be somewhere around like 6'2", I want to say? No? No, not quite. I'm not 100% sure on that one. No, that'd be like 5'10", I want to say. I don't know. It's like, whenever I check that kind of thing, I just check it by like Googling whatever number to whatever other system. I don't want to drive a mini car. I wanted to buy a mini truck last summer. I saw one for sale, like someone just kind of put it out. I was like, maybe they don't know what those are worth. They knew what they were worth, so I couldn't afford it. But like, I kind of wanted a tiny little like Japanese truck. Like, use that to run and get groceries because it would be way more fuel efficient than my car. I like math. All the math. Dude, the weir and wear thing, or weir and were, is the most obnoxious thing ever. Because like, I type it and it like gets it right, and but I'm like, no, or like gets it wrong. I'm like, no, use the other one, and it remembers that for the next time I use it. It goes, oh, you want to use this one? It's like, are you, like the phone, like autocorrect on phones and stuff's gotten to the point where it can recognize the context of the word before and after, and sometimes it'll get it right, like it'll let me type it. I'll type the next word and it'll change the other one. I'm like, how does that make sense grammatically? Nowhere. No way, even just looking at the two words next to it, does that make sense? Why did you change that? And then I send the message and it's too late. Specifically a Japanese truck. Well, no, because that's just what it was. It was like it was a little Mitsubishi mini truck. I forget what the exact name of it was at this point. But it's basically just like a super, super tiny truck. It's a K truck. That's what it is. It's a K truck. So in Japan, it would meet the requirements to like have cheaper registration and all this stuff. So they're super tiny. They have super small engines, but they're just good little trucks for carrying things in the back. So like, it'd be perfect to like go to the grocery store, get that kind of stuff, and then come back, and that's it. And it'd be way more fuel efficient than taking my giant like American V8 sedan down to the store. Like, it'd be way more fuel efficient than that. And it would be cheaper in the long run to have that if the car wasn't being sold for the price that it was. The fact that it was Japanese is just because that's like a thing in Japan. I'm gonna be alright, I'm gonna be right. Alright, there. Alright, see you in a bit. I'm gonna put a bunny made out of symbols eating an emoji French fry. I don't know what that means, Naruto fan. Okay, so you're 5'8" to 5'9". Okay, so that's not too terribly. That's a pretty good height to be, honestly. That is a pretty good height to be. You're not like too tall for most things. Like, very few things are you like too tall for at that point. Definitely not going to be too short. E3 height? E3 is going to be exciting. Oh, he lost like 5 pounds. So he's awesome, 80 on. Congrats, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. But no, E3 hype. I'm excited to see what all comes out of it. I know a few of my friends are already like skeptical because of rumors and stuff that have come out around Fallout 76. Not fans of it. Not fans of the like not necessarily the speculation, but apparent leaks of stuff. They are not fans of that. But aside from that, looking forward, hoping that some of the stuff at E3 will be pretty cool. In the comment section, I would be careful with that, Naruto fan. Not like out of a, because A, it doesn't look right for everyone. B, I don't know, it might not work. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, YouTube tends to flag a lot of stuff that's a bunch of random characters. 5'8", you're almost 6 foot tall. Cool, Spencer. Cool. New Fallout. Yeah. So Bethesda had a massive live stream a couple weeks back, where they basically spent like 24 hours on the standby screen, and they had like 150,000 people watching. They come out, they release a trailer for Fallout 76, and they like confirm it's going to be a full-fledged game. People are like, yes, a full-fledged like Fallout RPG, and now there's rumors that it's going to be an online RPG, and people are not happy, like at all. They'll stick with 4. Yeah, like, that's the thing, is that's kind of where people are right now. Is like, I will stick with the actual proper Fallout game. You know? Like, it's something that, you know, is a full game, but probably not the full game people want. Elder Scrolls Online confirmed, but it already is confirmed. It already exists. They're just avoiding Skyrim, or they're just avoiding Elder Scrolls 6. They're definitely not avoiding Skyrim. My friend put it in a way of like, Bethesda's ultimate goal is to get Skyrim on more systems, or on more machines than the original Doom, which is run on everything from like gaming PCs to graphing calculators. to the touchpad on a MacBook Pro. They keep remastering Skyrim, that's a problem. Yeah, that's like legitimately always the joke is like, okay, so it gets remastered or ported every other year. When are we gonna get a proper new like game? That's the thing though, is like they struck such gold with a series that was already popular among a fairly massive fan base, and then they made a game that was even more popular and like loved by so many people that it kind of just became a thing of like, why should we, like, it becomes a situation of A, why should they need to make a new game if this one's still selling years later, like so many years later. Skyrim is still selling successfully whenever it's released again. A, that, B, it's a game that was so well received that it's selling this well as ports years after the fact with no sequel yet, or like no follow-up game in the franchise. So to them, it's like it's the same situation as something like if Half-Life 3 hadn't been confirmed to not be a thing anymore. Like, it could never have lived up to the hype. I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 has fallen into that at this point, where it's just like Skyrim is so loved, it's hard to follow it up. Get it for Xbox One. I have the original for PC. I don't have any of the DLCs or anything, but I have it for PC. How do you get Glaceon? You need Ice Stone. Why do they keep making Skyrim? Because it keeps making them money. Like, that's the real reason, is people like it so much that they're still giving them money for the exact same game years later. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. Played Elder Scrolls Online, had fun until you attacked some leader who was attacked by a crab and everyone in the game hated you. No! I don't think I could ever get into Elder Scrolls Online. I tried getting into Skyrim, I enjoyed it. I can go on a rant about it. I've done it twice already about how just dumb the like actual code in that game is. But yeah, so I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Skyrim just because of that. Like, I have to be in the mood for it. And now I really have to be in the mood for it with my computer. So it's not it ends up not being, like, I never end up getting into that mood. Yo, Grand Plasma, what is up? How are you doing? How have you been? Money, yeah. To sum up why Skyrim's still being made. That is the most succinct answer you can give. You've only been in the stream like 20 minutes, it's already taken your mind on. Well, I'm glad to hear that, ADN. I'm glad the stream can help, man. You know, sit back, you can relax, have a good time with everyone. It's called making profit. It's just being a business. It's as annoying as it is for people, and as much as people want new games, and as much as it might make them like a bad company or whatever, it's like, it's smart. They're not really having to develop much every time. Like, they have to port it to a new console or whatever, with engines already developed for it. Check that it works and ship it out, you know? Haven't been here for a while. You're good? That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. I'm gonna bet they're gonna keep remastering Doom. I don't see Doom getting remastered. Doom, like, Doom 4, like Doom 2016, is so, like, just good. I don't know, it's also a bit different, because, Bethesda makes Skyrim, Bethesda makes Fallout, Bethesda publishes Doom. Like, they own id Software, and like the games are published, and like Bethesda comes up in like the loading screens and all that. But id made Doom, and id may be working on something else. It's a different situation at that point, a little bit. And also, Doom still looks like it's way too soon for them to keep doing Doom. So far, it's just been released on all of the current gen consoles. Like, the fact it came out on the Switch a couple years after it originally released is just the fact that they weren't gonna make it for the Wii U, but the Switch is popular enough, and it seems like they really went after, like Nintendo really went after Bethesda, or Bethesda really went after the Switch. Naruto a fan for life. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. This is your first stream you're about to sub. Well, thank you, man. I do appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I want to see some more of them. Lunar Song, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yo, Shane, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? I do remember, yeah. I need to start playing a new game. You have 3 that you mainly play, but you're getting a bit bored of them. Well, what are those? So we don't recommend those games to you. Cough, Skyrim for Switch, cough. Yeah, so they have Skyrim for Switch, they have Doom for Switch. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever the next like single-player follow game is comes out for Switch. It's like Nintendo's opened up a bit more to having third-party devs come on for their systems, and Bethesda's definitely taken that one. Like Bethesda has embraced it, no matter which side started it. Doom was well received too. Doom was extremely well received because it was such a simple play through it once kind of game. Like I don't see Doom. I honestly don't see Doom really getting the same play again and again and. Oh, sorry guys. Just I need to take a drink. I need to take a drink. There's something stuck in my throat. But, no, like, Skyrim can benefit from playing over and over and over and over again. You're doing good, just trying to complete the Pokédex and Ultra Sun, only 25% left. Awesome! Hope you find it soon. You don't like they made Minecraft for 3DS. Is it, like, actual proper Minecraft on 3DS, or is it just the story mode thing? What's going on? Overwatch, Fortnite, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. They think you're still in a Fortnite, you play Pokemon sometimes, but not regularly. Ah. I don't know. What other games do you have that you'd be interested in playing? If you have Rocket League, I recommend it. Like, definitely recommend Rocket League if you have it. To give it a shot, I will say, like, because you do already play competitive games, it's not like you're hopping into something that's suddenly going to be way more stressful. Because, like, there's a difference. I can enjoy Pokemon and Rocket League the same amount, but Rocket League ends up making me way more stressed at the end of everything. You're garbage at Paladins. I've never played Paladins. Okay, I might have to go. I don't know why somehow our dog got in, like, the staircase. And I was yiping and yipping at everything. I don't know, so I'm gonna have to go check on that. In 2020, Fortnite will be on the Switch. I mean, honestly, it's already on mobile, so it definitely could be ported to the Switch and, like, not have any performance issues. Alright guys, sorry about this. I'll be back in a second. Sorry guys, I'll be back. Sorry about that, guys. Back. We're back. One of our dogs got stuck in the staircase down to the basement. So A, he was freaking out. B, he was yipping a lot. Which is probably related. It's so cool playing Minecraft on the DS finally. You're just glad I have a new 3DS. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. It's nice having a different way to play it, since you have a PS4, but your brother needs it for his YouTube sometimes. That's surprising to you with a day one. Nice! That's awesome! That's awesome! Yo, guys, we're so close to 1900! So I played Terraria if you do a class with you. I have never played Terraria. I almost got into it back when it first came out, thinking it was something like super similar to Minecraft, but I just never did. I don't know. I just don't think, because it came out when I like didn't have a job or anything, so it was like, I didn't have the money to really get into it. I watched like a couple YouTubers play it, but never really piqued my interest enough to like look into truly getting it or anything. Terraria is great. I've heard. I don't know. I just never picked it up to try it out. Can't play Smash. Can't play Smash My Brain. What is that? I haven't tried it yet, or heard it was good. We have other games on higher priority to play. I feel ya. Terraria is very different from Minecraft. Yeah, like I know it is now, but back then, like when I first saw it, it was just like, oh, another game that's like digging out things that are shaped like cubes or squares. That's probably the same thing as Minecraft. Smash Bros. Okay. What is Steam? You don't have PC. Steam is basically like a place where you can buy video games for your PC and then play them. It's like essentially without having, because like PC you don't have to like pay for Xbox Live or PSN or anything. But Steam is essentially an almost equivalent to one of those for the PC, where you know you can have all your friends and stuff, you know, chat with them, join parties and like stuff when you go into games with them, and it like hosts all your games. Like you can buy them on the store at Steam, and then it's in your Steam library. So it's basically like being able to. It's like where the majority of PC game players get their games and stuff. If you play on PC, there's some Steam games you can recommend. For example, Paladins, which is very similar to Overwatch, and since it is free, might be worth a try. That is true, it's free. Is there a certain level you have to have your Eevee to make a Leafeon? No, you just have to give it a Leaf Stone. Or no, you just have to level it up by the Mossy Stone. I forget how it's done in USUM, or just in Gen 7 in general. If you do need to look it up, I know it's not level-based as far as any evolution goes. Like, none of them are level-based. I would recommend just going on Cerebi or Bulbapedia or something and looking it up. Antonia Sanchez, welcome to the stream. You just joined here from yesterday. Well, welcome back. How are you doing today? I'm glad you decided to come back again. Only game I ever bought on Steam is Terraria. I have a ridiculously large Steam library and I haven't played half the games. Like, the stereotypical Steam player, like, Steam player is just like, I have this massive library of games that I bought because they were on sale, and now I don't play them. Because I have too many games and I always play the same 5. Always hate when people hate on certain console players, like PC gamers hating on console players and vice versa. There's definitely animosity there, and, depending on who you ask, the other one's the instigator or whatever. Yeah, I totally get that. Like, being toxic and stuff's never good. Xbox player least favorite only because it's the least amount of games. You're like, see, like that's reasonable. That's reasonable. I'm just not a fan of version or like console exclusives in general. Like, I think that's just like kind of dumb to have to pick and choose which games you play because you only could afford to buy one $500 box. Even though I know they're like cheaper now, but especially like on release day and stuff. So like, I don't know. That's one thing I've never been a fan of as far as console stuff, as well as the paid online service. That's never been something that I've been like, because you already pay for internet, now you have to pay to access the internet a second time with this specific box. So that's my thing there. But also, the general, like, I'm definitely a PC player. I'll say that. Consoles, I can enjoy to an extent, but definitely not my favorites. Forza Horizon's such a great game. I wish I could play it. I know I could play it if I had a Windows 10, because then, you know, UWP, like the Universal Windows Platform and all that. But I have Windows 8 because I have other issues with Windows 10. So I play Forza Horizon when I can access my friend's Xbox. When people pick on you for having a, that's dumb that they would pick on you for it. Like I was saying, I am definitely way more of a PC player than an Xbox or PlayStation player. Like, I'll get PC and Nintendo, and that's it. Like, I will never, like, buy an Xbox again. I might get a PlayStation for some specific, like, styles of games. But would never, like, judge someone for having that. Like, that's just dumb. That's dumb. Especially, like, to judge someone's dumb and then to, like, actively pick on them, that's even dumber. Yo, Lana-chan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're lonely. Hopefully the stream can fix that. You get Forza Horizon 3 on a laptop for free, but it isn't compatible. That might come down to, like, what stuff's in the laptop, because that's one of the things about PCs, is, like, if you get an Xbox games don't work, but, like, if you get, like, you can't just download an Xbox game onto any laptop and expect it to work, because you're gonna have issues where, you know, if the laptop doesn't have a graphics card in it or something, then you're not gonna be able to run the game. Like, that's just not gonna happen. But one of the big things, one of the weirdest issues I saw pop up with Forza Horizon 3 with the whole being able to play on PCs was the similar to my issue with Skyrim of the PCs ran it too well. Because there's like copyright protection in Forza to like make sure, you know, you don't steal the game and like post it online illegally for someone to just download to a hard drive and play on their Xbox or on their PC or whatever. And all those things, like all the different checks and stuff have to happen every time something's loaded. And hard drives and computers were too fast. So at first there was a bug where it would run slower the better your computer was. Yo, Pappy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm happy that it's Friday and no school tomorrow. I can stay up all night and sleep tomorrow. That is great. Weekends are fantastic for that. I still have to wake up early tomorrow. Have plans this weekend that involve a lot of driving, and I need to change the oil in my car, so I have to wake up super early to get that done. You know, so I can go out and, like, lay on the driveway and change my oil. That'll be a fun day. It'll be a fun morning right there. It's summer for you. It's summer for me, too. It's summer for me, too, which means a summer job. You know, I'm out of college until the fall, but I do have to work, which is why my streams are later than they used to be. This weekend, then school next week. Well, hey, at least you get the weekend, man. Never go places. Your dad is night shift, so you only go shopping. Ah, I get that. I get that. That's just like a weird, like, scheduling doesn't work. I understand. That's unfortunate. Hopefully, like, you at least get to do some stuff sometimes. But yeah, sometimes, yeah, like, there's probably not much your dad can do about having the night shift and stuff. So it can be rough. I get that. Summer holidays for you is July 20th after work experience. Okay. I have 2 exams next week. You're so happy that it's the weekend. It is good. It is good that it's the weekend. I hope you do well on those exams there. I hope they go super well. Yeah, good luck. Seriously, man. Good luck on the exams. Oh, guys. 1 closer. 2 away. 2 subs away from 1900, which is crazy. Improved on your shiny collection, so you're happy? That's great. That is great. I need to improve on mine some, but these 2 Pokemon need to cooperate for me to have that happen. What do you get for your birthday? I don't know. What do you want for your birthday? I am the worst person to ask as far as gifts go, because like when people like try to buy me stuff around like holidays or birthdays or whatever, like I'm so indecisive and so just kind of like, I don't know about gifts and stuff that like I want to pull my hair out trying to think of stuff, and other people who are trying to think of stuff for me are pulling their hair out because I won't give them an answer because I don't know an answer. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Or me, like, trying to figure out gifts for people. Because I always feel awkward, like, asking, hey, what do you want? Even though that's perfectly fine to do. And so, like, I'm just kind of like, what would they want? And I'm, like, trying to, like, brainstorm ideas in my head, and it never works. You're only going to say this once. Yep, shiny hoops. You called it hoops, but don't judge ya. Like, if a shiny hoop and you called it hoops. But hey, Hoops is a good name for Hoopa. You gotta for new like shiny hunting unless he's still awake since it's like 1:54 a.m. here. That's all good. That's all good. If they are awake, that'd be pretty nice. Rip, one of your friends started a vlog, a stream on a mountain in the air, just conked out. Yeah, I imagine on a mountain there's not the greatest of connection. Like, you're probably not gonna have a good Wi-Fi signal. Probably no Wi-Fi signal, and then, like, cell service not gonna work too fantastically on a mountain, I feel. At least they tried. At least they tried. That's what matters, right? Guys, we're also almost in 9,900 on the Charmander encounters. We're getting so dangerously close to hitting 10,000 on Charmander. I don't want it to happen, guys. I still really don't want that to be a thing that goes down. But it might happen. It might end up happening, unfortunately. No one's shiny trading. No. Yeah. I've never traded away any of my shinies. The only ones that are on the list to be given away or traded in any like capacity are the Poochyenas that we kind of like specifically caught for doing that. Where's your Switch? It's right behind you, obviously. It's right where you left it. I feel like just saying wherever you left it would be the better, more smart buddy response there. Is that amount of encounters a record? For me, it is. For me, every Charmander encounter we get is one encounter higher on the record at this point. How's it going, Hannah? How are you doing? One sub away? Ooh, are we? Are we? My counter hasn't updated on stream yet. We'll see in a second, because that one definitely does take a little bit to update, and I keep needing this desk. I'm so close. I'm so close. As soon as I get, like, a proper paycheck, I'm getting a new desk down here, so I'm not on a folding table anymore. Like, I'll actually have my proper setup that I usually have in my apartment. And all that good stuff. Yo, Sans Top 10s, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You don't know where you left it 3 months ago? Ah, that could be a bit of an issue. It's 98.88 for Charmander, 98.89 now. Hopefully it'll shine. Make a wish. You'll stop. Well, thank you, Antonio. I appreciate that. King Boo PD, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? He subscribed, and maybe he's angry as you woke him up. He always gets so excited when it comes to shiny hunting. Well, that's good. That's good. Not good he's angry, but I'm glad that he gets excited with shiny hunting, and hope he tunes into some streams at some point. Totally get if he doesn't. It is very late for you guys. That is awesome. That is awesome. I appreciate it. We'll see. We'll see on the encounter updates. I can try to force it to refresh, but I don't know where it grabs the refreshing stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if it updates. It might take, yeah, it's something not in the like program on the computer. I've got to wait for like actual Streamlabs to do the updating. I've got the problem again where you're thirsty and want to get water, but everyone's sleeping. I feel like if you're getting water, it's acceptable. Ooh, $18.99. We are close, guys. We are very close. But no, I feel like getting water is acceptable. If you're like getting up to get a soda or to get juice or something, that'd be different. But I think water is an acceptable thing to like get up and like turn a faucet on for. Your power's out. Rip. Rip. I hope it comes back soon. I typed so you can go to my channel. Can you not from like my avatar on underneath the stream? It's hard to type. I mean, sure. I'll post an emote real quick. I can do that. I do that once they load. Boom. If it loads, there we go. There we go, I can post that. I don't know, YouTube's being slow on my computer. Wow, it's being very, very slow. Yeah, I don't know why, that keyboard's really laggy for me. But there you go. There you go. The Poochyena. It had to be an emote. It was the first emote. I updated it a little bit. But, like, the shiny Poochyena was our first emote just because, like, we got our sponsors and all that stuff after we had found out how many Poochyenas you can find on a single Emerald save. You said, well, thank you. Thank you, Antonio. I appreciate that. It means that as soon as that counter updates, man, we will be at, guys, we will be at 1,900 subscribers, 100 away from 2K, which is insane. It's insane. It would be crazy if we could somehow hit 2K by the end of this month. Don't think it'll happen. Don't think it'll happen. But I've been surprised before. Shiny Umbreon, welcome to the stream. I did hear about that. I did hear about that. Super, super unfortunate. You know, this week's been rough as far as that kind of stuff goes. So, like, yeah, like they were all saying, if anyone ever feels like they need help with stuff like that, then definitely don't feel like you can't reach out to people or anything. For sure. Congrats on 1900. Well, thank you, Dur. Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll see. It'll take a minute for it to update. You know, we saw how long it took for, like, the stream to show 1899. So we'll see in a minute. It'll probably change very, very soon. Streamlabs just kind of updates randomly. Don't like how there's no mod, only because people curse sometimes or cuss, and you're the only one who is yelling in the stream. I mean, I'm here. I'm able to, like, do mod stuff. You know, it's just... we haven't needed mods in the stream as much, so the mods haven't been tuning in. You know, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They've got other stuff going on. I know a lot of them are busy with things. Yo, Kajito, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So food has been harder to come by. I mean, maybe that might be why. It's not gonna chat's number. Yeah, exactly. Like, according to analytics, it's averaging like 4 messages a minute or something. That's enough that I can keep track of unless I like go on a super rant or something. So yeah, I feel like we're safe right now. I totally get that though, and like, if you look back to streams from even like around Poipole, we had a few big streams around Poipole, but there were definitely some streams like before, like back with Treecko, where I absolutely needed the mods here at the whole time. Like there was like an average of like 20 messages a minute, 80 people here, stuff like that. Like it got kind of crazy then. You're always available. Well, thank you for the offer, Lana, but you know, like I said, I can kind of handle it right now. If it gets to the point where I can't handle it and none of the mods are available, like if it gets really hectic, the first thing I do is like go like tell the mods like, yo, hey. Like it's why there's like a mod channel in Discord. It's kind of for like calling out stuff like that and all that. So like if none of them are available, then I look into adding someone that's in the stream. But yeah, just like one of the things is like not asking. Like you definitely didn't ask there, but like just in general, it's one of those things where I try not to add more mods than are needed. Do you know if there's any events in Ultramoon? Currently going on is the Shiny Zygarde event, but that one you have to go to a game store. If you're in the US, if you're in Europe, I believe it is just a mystery gift code. But that's the only kind of event that's going on at the moment, I believe. Yeah, Shiny Zygarde, that's the only one that's really happening at the moment. Last summer we had Shiny Tapu Koko and all that. Sub count is almost at 1900, and your Shiny Charmander count is almost at 9900. You wish it was swapped. That would be fantastic if it was swapped. Hey, it is actually at 1900 subs now. We hit it. 1.9 thousand, guys. 100 away from 2K. Hopefully we can somehow get there soon. That would be crazy. It won't update. It takes a little bit. It took a little bit, but it updated now. Basically what it is when you subscribe on YouTube, the count goes up there very, very quickly. Maybe not immediately, or at least like it goes up for you immediately, and it takes a minute for it to like go up on all of YouTube. Like, because YouTube's such a big site that like when you click the button, it takes a bit for it to spread, if that makes sense. And then once it spreads, you know, other people can see it. Like, you know, you can go on my channel and see it or whatever. And once you can see it, the site called Streamlabs can look at it, and then they can update it, and then it updates on my stream. So it's just, it takes a little bit for it to go through. Hype! 1.9k hype, indeed. It actually is super hype. I'm glad we were able to get there. We were in the 1800s for a long time. I'm glad. I am super, super glad that we hit that. I'm so, so happy, and I can't say thank you enough. Pork bark, pork bark, pork bark. All the excitement. All the excitement. Yeah, it updated, and we are hype. It is a hype moment. Now, if we can hit 2K, we just gotta keep climbing with that goal, right? But yeah, seriously, thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked and, you know, watched all these streams. Never would I have thought that, like, a year ago or like 11 months ago when I started, would we ever hit a point where I was like, oh, we're pushing 2,000 subscribers, especially within like a year. Is this a new permanent stream time? It is the stream time for the summer. I know it's way later, especially for Europe, and I apologize for that. Like, there's not much I can do about it though, because I work from 9 to 5, and I used to stream from 5 to 7. So, like, because I get out of work at 5, and then it takes, like, an hour to get home, and then, like, another hour to get ready, basically. Yeah, this is, like, the earliest that I can physically stream. Like, even now, it's kind of, like, 7 or 7:30 that I start. Throws confetti. The confetti all over the place. If only I was, like, Taiwan and had, like, the confetti in Streamlabs to hit and make happen. Oh, sorry guys. But we did it. We did it. We hit 1900. All thanks to you guys. Now, if we could add more hype to the stream, let's see if we can't get a shiny here in the next little bit. This is kind of completing the Pokédex with the QR codes. No, it is not. It is not. If you get the QR codes, it counts as having seen the Pokemon. So, like, if you scan a QR code for, like, if you choose Litten as your starter, Hal will choose Rowlet, and you will never see Popplio. You know. So if you scanned the QR code for Popplio, it would show up the same as Rowlet. Like, you would have Litten, and Rowlet would have been seen, but Popplio would also only have been seen. So that doesn't actually count towards the Dex, or towards Shiny Charm. I think it counts towards Oval Charm, if I'm not mistaken, though. Hashtag Shiny Hype! Now that's what we need. We need the Shiny Hype. Very, very soon, I imagine. With Suicune over 1,000, and Charmander approaching 9,900. We're getting there. What is a Canadian accent like? I feel like if I tried one, it would be very, very offensive. I don't know. I feel like mine would be so poor over the top that it would seem very offensive. I don't know. Definitely not my accent. I can say that much. Trying to get the Shiny Charm. Yeah, if you're trying to get the Shiny Charm, you're going to actually have to have the Pokemon in the PC or in your party at some point. So, like, the closest you can get to QR codes is, like, trading them. Is there such a thing as a shiny Regice? I mean, there's one that sparkles. It might look normal, but it sparkles. Yo, Roxy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Thing is that there are loads of different accents in Britain. I imagine there's a load of different ones in Canada too, especially seeing as, like, There are places where French is like the majority language and stuff. I don't know. I've never been to Canada. I've seen like some people from Canada like on the internet and stuff, but I've never like doing YouTube or whatever. But I've never like, I don't know. I know there are plenty of different accents in the US, and so I feel like it's the same way in Canada as well. Yo, Poisonous Flame, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're trying to get shiny Azelf. Well, good luck. I hope you get it soon. Hope you get it super, super quickly. It's easy. What's easy? Yo, Poisonous Flame, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. How do you soft reset? Depends on the game you're doing it on. Assuming you mean on anything for the 3DS, it will be left trigger, right trigger, and start or select at the same time. On the Game Boy, it was A, B, start, and select all at the same time. So it's just like pressing certain combinations of the buttons that you would never, ever normally press to, like, you know, reset the game. 4 encounters right now. Well, good luck. I hope you get it like in 5. You know, I hope you don't have any hunts that are going on. As long as something like either of the hunts I have on stream at the moment. Charmander's been crazy. We hit 99, 100 guys, and we are still going. We're still going. We're like 99 encounters away now from 1,000. It's kind of crazy. You have a shiny mess for it. Awesome, Lana. Awesome. Pokefan15, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How are you doing? What's up? Not much. Just hunting for some more shinies. Just hunting away. Hopefully we can get one before the weekend. Hopefully. Hopefully it can happen. And a bug just flew into my keyboard somewhere. Hopefully it flies out. Getting 6 encounter shiny Ho and Omega Ruby. That's awesome, actually. That's super lucky. Congratulations on that. I wish I could have something like that happen. I have yet to have that, though. I have yet to have that. You'd say Britain is Britain. Like Britain. Britain? Okay, yeah, I can see that. Okay. You chose Litten in your Sun Run, and I guess you'll pick Poplio in your Ultra Sun Run. Cool, cool. Not Rowlet? And Ryan McGurk, sorry for mispronouncing that. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Charmander's too close to 10k for comfort. Agreed, Roxy. Agreed. It's not going to hit 10k today. Like, finding it as a shiny or not, we're not going to quite hit 10k today. We will be uncomfortably close. We're already uncomfortably close, but like we'll be even less comfortable. Un is in the French for one sort of sound. Okay. See, the thing is, I don't know French though. I'll be generally either I say things like, because I've been learning Japanese, I'll either say things in like the like my 2 first attempts at things are either going to be my accent, which is wrong on most occasions, or going into pronouncing things as though they're written out like in the alphabet, like Japanese characters in the alphabet. Like, those are my 2 ways of going about it, which are complete opposites. So like, it's a good attempt to get close in at least one way when I see that. Okay. Keep getting hacked shinies in your Wonder Trades. See, that's why I don't Wonder Trade. I don't know, I never want to like sit there and wonder if that hacked Pokemon's actually hacked or not. Like, it almost definitely is kind of thing, but like, is it really? Like, if someone tries to make it look legit but have extremely questionably good stats, like Odin? Your accent, you say or is or? Definitely very hard R's in most situations. Need to start shooting your Pokemon games? Dude, go for it. Definitely go for it. I highly encourage that. I've enjoyed the crap out of it. I've met so many people, like, on stream and all that from this. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I definitely recommend trying it out at some point, at least. You got a hacked Celebi, a shiny hacked Celebi with full IVs. Ah. Yeah. I could definitely see that being like, like one of those, this is totally legit. But yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, someone could have unlikely got that. Like, there's a very low chance, but not a zero chance that it happened. And then, like, an even lower chance that they could have actually traded it away. By accident, or intentionally, or whatever. It could have happened. But would it have happened? Probably not. But it could have happened. I sort of sound like a posh cockney. Okay, okay. Elite Shadow, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're a Poketrooper too? Cool, cool. They had TV in their name? Ah. That's a bit more of a thing. I get that one. Condom's supposed to be yellow. Male and female are different colors, and then shiny male and shiny female are another 2 different colors. So that one I don't actually know. It'll have sparkled. It'll have sparkled if it was shiny, but it does have 2 different color palettes, even in non-shiny form. Feel you've offended me. How would you have offended me? I honestly don't know how that would have offended me in any way. It's green both genders. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that. Rocks. What about Rocks, Nico? You have a shiny female yourself. I think mine's shiny male. I'm not actually 100% sure. I'll have to go back and look at that again. Gonna go on YouTube for Canadian accents. Alright. Do I have Discord? I do, Elite Shadow. I do. I have the Discord server for the streams. The link in the description down below if you want to join that. Rocks are yum. You're soft resetting in wormholes. If you're soft resetting for non-legendaries, it's not gonna work. Basically, the non-legendary Pokemon in the wormholes are decided if they're gonna. It's decided if they're gonna be shiny or not before or as you enter. So if you save inside the wormhole and soft reset, it's always, if it's shiny, it's always gonna be shiny. If it's not, it's always not gonna be. So you have to do the wormhole runs for it, unfortunately. I don't know what shiny Azelf looks like. The one that sparkles. I don't know, it has a yellow body, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, Lake Spirits, I always forget those two. Like, I know what they look like, but I'm like, am I sure I know what they look like, you know? I stopped streaming at 9, right? Yes, Hannah, yes. So I've got another 40-ish minutes of streaming left. Got a shiny Sunfist. Nice Poisonous Flame. Really hope your power comes back on soon. I hope so too. That is an unfortunate situation to be in. Almost ready to play your Switch. There you go, portable handheld system for the win right there. Yo, Cinder, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're shiny hunting for Floatzel in the wormholes for a long while. Got bored and started Platinum over and encountered a full-out shiny Weasel. Nice. Nice. The game's just wanted you to get it in a better way. if you're gonna stream, you would need a capture card. Yeah, if you're gonna stream the newer games, you would most likely. There are people who get away without it. StreamEgg actually has done a pretty good job as far as streaming without a capture card for the 3DS. Like, he's actually got it very well set up, in my opinion, in terms of like impressively capturing the screen well without like it looking like he's just like filming the screen. What else? What other ways? If you have an older version of Pokemon, like a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance version, yeah, like Gen 3 or something, like this is the Emerald cartridge I hunt on, and you have a GameCube with a Game Boy player, it's actually it's not very expensive to get a capture card for that, and that is a good way, I feel, to get into it. That's how I got into it with Treecko. But yeah, if you're going to do 3DS stuff, you unfortunately do most likely need a capture card, which can be pricey. You would use your phone. I think you can. I know from what I've understood from StreamEgg, I don't know, he might hop in later, and if he does, he would be able to answer that question way better than I could. Excuse me. I think he films the game with his phone, but I think he has a Mac or something because he's an iPhone, and he's able to just like use his iPhone as a camera and then use the webcam on his laptop or like webcam on his computer or whatever to like capture his face. So he's able to have two cameras hooked up. Otherwise you would, yeah, just need like some camera that way. But I don't know, there are ways to do it. You can look it up and see how to capture 3DS footage or film 3DS footage without a capture card. There are ways, but yeah, a capture card is definitely going to be the best quality, but also be by far the priciest way to do it. How long did it take me to reach 1.9k? Well, we hit 1.9k like right now, man, but it took me 11 months basically. I started June 26th of last summer, and I've just been streaming. I've been streaming pretty consistently ever since. Used to be like I hit 1k in like 3 months, and then from there it's been like a grind from there. So that's kind of what it's been like. I think you're sort of seeing the difference. What's the difference? The difference of what? Did I miss something? Ah. Oh, the accents and stuff. How long did it take you to reach 1k? Oh yeah, I looked back up and I saw that question because I kind of rambled for a little bit. It took me, yeah, like I said, 3 months to reach 1k. And then 1.9k took like another 9 months, something like that, almost. Just because stuff happened with YouTube and everything. You just saw reset over. No! No, that's awful. That's unfortunate. I think you can recognize a Canadian accent now if you listen properly. I think I can. I think I can as well. Like, if I know that it is, I can figure out the, yeah, that's it. But they really aren't too terribly different to me. I don't really notice it as much. Isn't Glaze a ROM hack with Sweet Space Mons? I don't know what's in Glaze, but I know Glaze is a ROM hack. Super excited. Today was the last day of school. Tomorrow's June 9th, and you know what that means, or at least you'd hope so since you expressed the same that before. That's true, Cinder. That's awesome. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for it. Yeah, like I said, post that in the Discord when it goes down, and I will try my best to tune in for as much of it as I can. Now it's gonna take a year to find. Yeah, what was it? Grim? I think it was Grim who like found Poipole super quickly, like within the first like 200 or something. Accidentally soft reset over it because you're not expecting it in the first 200, and then it took him up to odds to get it again. I feel like that's the thing where it's like you get one lucky chance at it, and if you mess it up, you gotta go on to full odds at that point. Oh, you have a shiny Drowsy really randomly on Leafgreen. Nice sense. That's awesome. That's awesome. 7-1, he's hunting for Azelf. Yeah. It's gonna be at noon Central Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. your time. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. Eastern. Here, hype as heck. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I will try my best to be there for as much of it as I can. I'm gonna be like out of my house this weekend, so I think, yeah, I'll have a laptop, be it my work laptop or like another laptop, and I'll be able to pop in. I'll be able to pop in for a while for sure. That's awesome. So excited. You've been talking about it for forever now. Don't you hate when you accidentally reset it before you see the Pokemon? Fortunately, I feel like this setup has helped me to not do that. I feel like I've been lucky that this setup's helped me to, like, my hands are off everything by the time they, show up. I'm gonna go try to get some water without annoying anyone. Alright, 80 ounce. Oh, excuse me. Alright, 80 ounce in a bit. He's gonna hack Shiny Zero Aura through Wonder Trade. Ooh, the hiccups. Hiccups hitting me hard. That is an interesting Pokemon to get, Ryan. How are you doing today? Ran away from a shiny horde Magnemite and only noticed it during the running animation before. Oh no! No, I know that's happened to people so many times where it's just like, you get into the habit and then like, you check it, but you're checking it like as a, oh, there wasn't a shiny in that one, right? And then you just see it. Fortunately, I haven't had that happen, like, you know, knock on wood. You've mentioned it, Ali. I'm impressed by being able to edit on the phone. Whenever I put something together, I have to edit it on my PC. Resetting before you see Pokemon is awful because you may have just soft reset over a shiny, you'll never know, and it's the worst. The number of times I've just done that, like, completely, like, idiotically in Leafgreen is frustrating. Yo, Dark Spectre, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Let's play Yokai Watch 2. I've never played Yokai Watch. Pretty good. That's good to hear, man. That is good to hear. Unlucky on Soul Silver. You tried to get a shiny starter in soft reset. The Pokemon, you're not paying attention. Your brother pointed that out. No! Aw, man, Sans, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're able to reclaim it at some point. You're downstairs, but you can't find a glass. Oof. Oof. The real thing. The oof. Hopefully you can find something. Played the first one. Love Yokai Watch. Cool. I have to give it a try at some point, I feel. I say that with a lot of stuff. But I feel like I genuinely do need to give that a try and hopefully, like, really enjoy it. Like, I feel like I would enjoy it, but I need to actually give it a shot. I don't know. Maybe I'll find some time to sit down and play it. Oof. Oof. Indeed, Hannah. Indeed. Your Rotom Dex just said it had a dream of an old man that's trying to take him apart. The Rotom Dex in Usum is interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. Good or bad, that's up to your interpretation. I've ranted about Rotom Dex before. It's like simultaneously, it added so many cool things with Rotolotto and all that. You know, like nice, useful features, but then also essentially removed the map. With how much Rotom is talking, he's essentially removed the map. Might use a I mean, it works. It would work. Does anyone know or play Trovier? I've never heard of it either. I know it's also terrible, accidentally refusing a daycare egg. And again, that may have been a shiny egg, but you'll never know. Yeah, yeah. Ryuga, Ryuga 1115, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Logic, Triple Hunt EV once a day with a full set of 5 eggs. And 2,100 eggs later, still no shiny. Ah! What's up, Rose Girl? Welcome to the stream. I hope you find that EV soon, though. I seriously hope you find that EV, like, in the next hour, even. You have so many hack shinies. Fortunately, I actually, like, all of mine are legit. As little as I can probably actually do to prove that. But, like, yeah, I've hunted for all of mine, so I can vouch at least that, at least for me, I feel safe knowing that, like, these are all legit shinies and nothing that, like, got traded to me and, you know, doesn't technically, or, like, could possibly have been hacked or whatever, or is probably hacked but could have not been. You know, like, there's certainty. There is certainty to all of my Pokemon. Don't think it's a coincidence that your Glameow hunt was your longest Masuda method, or Masuda hunt, and you accidentally refused 2 eggs. I feel that, I don't think I've refused any eggs, like, even if, like, I don't need to hunt it anymore, or I was just, like, getting one for a text. I've always, like, collected the egg and put it away, but, no, I get that. Anyone want shiny or willing to trade? I mean, someone might want to trade in chat. Just have to see. Going with the bull. Whatever works for you, 80. Just get some water. In the end of both phases, it'll be worth it getting to play Crystal with your two favorite evolutions in shiny form. Definitely. Yeah, like, they're always worth it in the end. Like, no matter how long they take, it just makes them even more worth it and satisfying and exciting at the end of the day when you finally have that Pokemon that you're super hype about. I'm the one who still plays Emerald and Fire Red for fun on an emulator, of course. I still want to. I'm gonna play through my Leafgreen for fun. You know, aside from the shiny hunt in it here, which is fun, but like that's a whole different thing. And I have Emerald, but I'm doing my whole thing on that. But yeah, I still have all my Gen 3 games around that I like to play on. You trolled your Necrozma by taking a Swellow with Endeavor and giving it a Focus Sash and a Crustle with Sturdy ability. Oh, like the Ultra Necrozma? I trolled that one kind of in a way by putting a Zoroark out front and my Milotic in the back, and had to use all the moves that were ineffective against Zoroark while I took it down, and then threw out my Milotic, which could tank anything that wasn't Photon Geyser. And shockingly, you could be incredibly underleveled and beat Ultra Necrozma with that, without having to set up any kind of like massive like setup or stall tactics or anything. Like, it's legitimately just like, this actually lets you get 5 swings in with something without it taking a hit, and then the next thing you throw in tanks it. Like, you basically just trick the AI and work around them at that point. Because the AI doesn't learn from... The AI is programmed just to look at, like, what Pokemon it sees and use that, even if it's, like, not effective at all. Like, it does absolutely nothing. Like, it'll still use that move. Like, it doesn't learn from, you know, mistakes or the past moves or anything. Finish Sapphire yesterday. I think it's always fun to play on a Game Boy. Yeah, like, I mean, like, Gen 3 is the first Pokemon games I ever played, so I'm always down to go back to those and stuff. You know, they're always fun. They're, like, the games that are the hype games for me. When you played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Goblin Necrozma, you had Toxic Stall, Ultra Necrozma, Cheap Tactic, but yeah, what else can you do? I mean, you really just gotta find some way around it. It's so ridiculously OP, like Ultra Necrozma, that it's just kind of like, yeah, you kind of have to stall it in some way, be it Toxic Stall or... I feel like my Zoroark, my Milotic move was a pretty cheap one when I did it, but it was like the 3rd attempt at the battle, and I just wanted it over with, so that's what happened. I still remember playing Pokemon Red on a Game Boy Color. I'm a little bit too young for that one, unfortunately. Like, I wish that like, that was how I got into Pokemon or something, but I'm in that age group, I've said this before, where, like, half of my friends started with, like, or maybe not half, but, like, a third of my friends started with like, Gold, Silver, Crystal. A third started, or a little over a third started with, like, Gen 3 in some form, and, like, the other bit started with Gen 4. So, like, definitely a group of Gen 3 people. The majority of my friend group, it's like, if you had an older sibling, you started with Gen 2 because you already had, like, a Game Boy Color or something. Or if you were the oldest, the Game Boy Advanced was purchased for you. Defeated Necrozma first try. Awesome, Lunar. Awesome. Yeah, like, on my second playthrough, like, on my playthrough on Ultra Sun, I beat it pretty quickly. Oh, excuse me, guys. Like, when you know what you're getting yourself into, then it's way easier. Or if you're, like, ridiculously OP. Either way, you can walk into it and be fine. What if Alolan Ninetales, the best Dragon Slayer, is the star of your team? Stab, perfect accuracy, Blizzard equals dead Ultra Necrozma. That works too. That works too. You want to stream? I'm Poisonous Flame. There's, like, if you can get it set up, more power to you. I hope you're able to stream. I honestly, I spent months wanting to stream, but kept finding reasons not to. You know, like, oh, I didn't have a good enough webcam, so eventually I bought a webcam, and then I, like, didn't really have a mic. I had an old, like, headset that just was, like, a little, like, a boom mic that didn't work half the time. It was, like, massive amounts of interference and stuff, and, like, noise and all that, so it just wasn't a good mic to use for that. And, so then I bought, like, my first actual, like, desk mic, not the one I have now, but the one I used to have, like, at the start of the streams. And then I didn't have, like, a capture card, and eventually, like, I borrowed a GameCube with the GameCube player, or Game Boy player from my friend. I've been using that for almost a year now. And, that's what's working for me now, and I, like, got a cheapo capture card for it, and just decided, I'm gonna stream. I streamed my first 2 streams without a layout of any kind. You finally hit double-digit subs. Nice! Congrats on that one. Watching this has been making you want to pick back up on Pokemon. Go for it. Do it, Roxy. Do it. You're playing Gmon and you downloaded a weapon 11 Ragdoll and posed them, so he's doing the nice. Is it worth buying a 3DS or 2DS for the Pokemon games? I would say yes. It depends. It depends though. If you get a 3DS or a 2DS now, will you be able to have a Switch in will you be able to have a Switch in a few, or like next year for the new games? Because if that's not the case and you can get a Switch in the new games next year, I would just wait for that, honestly. But if you can do both, then definitely do both. And yo, Emmanuel1231 with the $2 super chat. Dude, Emmanuel, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Sorry I've not been on the stream lately. Dude, you're all good. You're all good. You definitely don't need to apologize for that, man. Thank you so much for that, dude. I really, really do appreciate that. Donation hype, everyone. That is awesome, Emmanuel. Thank you so much, dude. I'm going to make sure. And there we go. Emmanuel1231 super chat at $2. I really, really do appreciate that, man. Let me get Streamlabs open. I just realized I didn't have it open on my computer, and that, or like in Chrome, and that tends to help make it update a bit more quickly. Because that was up for a while before it updated. But seriously, super chat, donation, hype, Emmanuel, hype. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. I want you to get to 10,000 counters on Charmander when the stream is about to end. I don't think we're gonna quite get that far. It'll be on Monday. It'll be Monday when we hit that number. But it'll be awesome when we do. Forgot how to check that. Friend code. That would be home menu, the little like friend silhouette icon, like the little person silhouette. At the top of the bottom screen, click on that and it should have your friend code at the top, assuming you've got that set up. Charmander soft resistance is over 9,000. Literally, it is literally over 9,000 at this point. What's going on, Luigi Lewis? Welcome to the stream. See people with Shadow Pokemon on Ultra Lock. Is there Shadow Pokemon on Ultra Moon? Shadow Pokemon are only in the GameCube games. Can you stream like another 5 hours because you're bored? If only I could, ADM. Like, it is the weekend, but like I mentioned, I do have to wake up like super early tomorrow. I would love to do something like massive at some point over the summer. I think that's a goal, is to be able to do like a massive stream at some point over the summer, but it'll be a little bit before that can happen. But hopefully it can happen. I've got to figure everything else out. You know, like because I'd want the stream, like if I did like a massive stream like I'm thinking, I'd want it to be more than Pokemon. Which means my capture setup has to be able to quickly switch to, like, the Switch, which is located about 20 feet that way. And so I don't have cables that long. So I gotta get cables. I gotta make sure that the splitter and everything I'm using, or the, like, switch for the HDMI cables is working. And a whole bunch of stuff. But I'd love, love, love to be able to do that kind of thing at some point. Do a sleep walk over summer, that'd be fun. I don't know if I could handle a sleep walk. I'm thinking, like, regular shiny hunting stream, some of my Switch games, be it like Mario Kart with people, Splatoon with people, Rocket League with people, like things like that, like just because it would be for like a important stream, be it hitting 2K at some point, because that could happen over the summer if like views uptick or whatever, and if we get back to the point where I was getting like a significant amount of subs a day, we can hit 2,000 pretty quickly. we're definitely going to hit the anniversary. Like, that doesn't change date no matter what happens to the channel. If, like, for at least one of those two, I want to do, like, a massive stream where we have, like, the normal stream, but then we also have, like, some other stuff going on, you know, like I said, some Switch stuff, where I can interact and play with you guys and all that. That sounds more fun, actually. I'm glad! But yeah, it's doing some, like, fun Switch stuff and all that. I think that'd be really cool. Mix it up, you know, kind of do some more things. We always Pokemon stream. That's always fun. I would love to do some more stuff with everyone. Can I do Regice after Suicune, please? After we do Suicune, we are doing Ho-Oh, because we still have Ultra Sun in. Then we're moving on to Gen 3, and then the Regis are in the mix. I've already got it planned out in my head, kind of the order that we're going to be going in as far as all of those go. Forgot. I random encountered a shiny Trumplease on this line. Random. Yungoos, I'm assuming, or Gumshoes. I love how there's such a resemblance there that Masuda had to come out and go, no, we designed these Pokemon way before all of the, like, US campaign stuff happened. The resemblance is just a coincidence. Like, they actually had to come out and say that. Because, like, the design, like, for Gumshoes at least, is based off of, like, a traditional, like, you know, detective with his hair slicked back and his arms, you know, tucked behind his back and stuff. And it makes sense. It's just the color they chose happened to end up lining up with, like, a reference. What hunts after Charmander? Probably a Ralts again in Emerald. So we can finally actually get a Ralts and not a shiny Poochyena. We'll see, though. I have to actually... I don't know. There's some stuff I have to do to try to do that hunt that I don't have to try to do for some other hunts. So it will take a little bit, but I'll get all that stuff set up. Where's Latias in the queue? Where is Latias in the Dex order? Oh, you can see a detective in there. I mean, that's literally what Gumshoes means, like, was a detective. Like, the reference of the name Gumshoes is to be a detective. Yungoos is just a mongoose. That's just the name. But, yeah, no, so that's where it comes from, and that's where, like, one of my friends thought it had 4 arms because the little, like, tufts of hair coming out of its chest. But those are supposed to be, you know, like the kind of like a massive collar on a trench coat or something. So that's actually where Gumshoes gets its name and its design from, is like a detective. Channel turned 40 years old a couple days ago, didn't it? I believe so, yeah, actually. It would have turned 4? Yeah, it would have turned 4. What did it have? What did it turn 4? Maybe. I think so. Yeah. So, like, I made the channel... Or, it's not I made the channel. I made the account years ago. And I never thought I was actually going to do anything with it. But yeah, so the account has existed. The first thing I ever posted was on June 26th of last year. I did my first stream. The dates on that might be messed up because of some issues I had with YouTube, where my whole channel got removed in September, and when it got reinstated, the dates on the videos got all, like, out of sorts and stuff. But, yeah, so that is, like, that's legitimately some stuff that happened. In 2020, Detective Gumshoes. Rowlet is where you are. Rowlet is the best starter ever. Like, how can you not pick that face? It is the best Pokemon to ever have existed. Hands down. The difference between Regice and Shiny Regice has better difference between Charizard and Shiny Charizard. What's my name on the game? My name on this? Oh, are you guys talking about for trade stuff? Primarina is so beautiful. Primarina is my favorite part of the Poplio line, for sure. Primarina is a great looking Pokemon. Its shiny is pretty good, but nah, there's just no beating Rowlet though. If you saved inside the wormhole, Naruto fan, you are good. If you saved inside that wormhole, man, you are actually okay. It'll be shiny again every time. But if you soft reset and were back outside the wormhole, then that is unfortunate, and you did lose it. June 26th is the anniversary. Yes, for the channel, that will be the anniversary. I don't think I can actually check a calendar real quick. I don't think... Yeah, June 26th will not be the day of the actual, like, celebratory stream. It'll be, like, the end of that week, because June 26th is a Tuesday. And I definitely cannot stream on a Tuesday. But it will happen that, like, following the weekend. But yeah, so that is a thing. Yeah, still shiny. Yeah, it's always going to be shiny Naruto fan. You could soft reset for it as much as you want. Yeah, the wormholes will always be shiny. You never like a Dartrix or Decidueye, but you like Rowlet. Decidueye I like. Dartrix is... It's not Rowlet. That's honestly my only real, actual gripe with it, is that it's not Rowlet. But it is a gripe. Nonetheless, I don't know, because I remember during my initial Sun playthrough, I beat the first trial... And, like, in that trial was the first time Rowlet, with, like, a massive affection level, because I just kept using Pokemon Refresh, like, fell to red level HP, and, like, it's like, Rowlet's in a pinch, it looks like it might cry, and then it won the battle, and it was, like, celebratory, yeah, we won! And then it evolved, and I was like, aw. It's my last memory of my first Gen 7 starter, like, the Decidueye I used so much for battles. My first memory, or, like, my last memory of it as a Rowlet, is it, like, on the verge of tears, and it's so sad. It's so sad. Speaking of starters, you've been wondering, in Ultra Sun and Moon, whenever you first approach the Elite Four in your starter, is with you will come out of the ball. Does it show if it's shiny in the overworld? I doubt it. I doubt it. I haven't seen it, but I seriously doubt that it shows up as a shiny, because if that was the case, I feel like it would show up as shiny in the cutscene where they're introduced to you. Because in that cutscene they are not. So I would assume that cutscene is half pre-rendered because it does use, like, your character's outfit. But I don't think it shows up as shiny, unfortunately. I think the first stage evolutions should evolve a bit higher level because they're so cute. I mean, their levels are set so they evolve at a convenient time in the game, so their stats line up and everything. But yeah, no, I wish that they would just kind of stick around as their little selves for a while. Time for you to get back to work, since you're at work now, it's just on break. Alright, see you later, Cinder. Thanks for tuning into the stream. You know, hope I'm able to tune in and see you tomorrow. I definitely should be able to. But yeah, I will definitely check that out tomorrow, and I hope the rest of work goes well. No, they don't. Yeah, I wish that they would. I wish they would. It would make so much sense. Change the games for the starters. Like, I really wish, like, that at every point that you see something about the Pokemon, that it, like, actually shows your version of it. Because, you know, things like Charmander, we could see if it was shiny and check all three of them at once, but we can't. Just because it's dumb. But, you know, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they got it right. They got it right. They've gotten it right once. I just wish they would have continued that. Is it still pronounced as Tsutsu when there's Tsutsu characters? Like, what kind of situation are you viewing that in, Roxy? Because if one's big and one's small, then the small one is used to, like, draw the consonant out for the next character. But it is possible. It is possible to have Tsutsu. I don't know if there's any words though. They're the same size, then yeah, it's... If they're both big, then yeah, it'd be Tsutsu. It's definitely possible. If they're both small, it's just a way to exaggerate the, It's just a way to exaggerate the pause. But if they're both the same size and they're both, like, regular size, then I'd definitely say that it's Tsutsu. Oh, pick back Japanese name. I'm actually gonna look this up real quick. No, I normally don't do this kind of stuff on stream, but I don't know why I suddenly got very intrigued. Yeah, Tsutsu-kera. Yeah, it's still pronounced the same then. They're still both pronounced Tsutsu. You're about to take on the Elite Four and Heart Gold Victory Road. It's ridiculously easy. Nice! Nice. You're going to go film Alolan Vulpix on Alolan Sandshrew. With Eevee taking forever, these are some side fun hunts. Alright, alright. Well, good luck, Rose Girl. I hope you get those ones super quickly, at least. Can't stay on any longer. Need to let your phone charge, and the power is still out. Alright, Vanillix. Glad you're able to tune in, man. I hope your power comes back soon. Yeah, see you later. See you later, man. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you again probably on Monday. Shiny is better than Shiny Rowlet. What Shiny? Thinking that was probably. No, yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, Tsutsu is definitely just like possible. It's probably meant. In that situation, there's probably not many words that actually use it. I don't know any words on the top of my head that would use it. I know a lot more that have, or like, you know, that like use like Susu or Suzu, you know, back to back, like as actual like words. But I feel like Tsutsu comes down to the same kind of thing as like onomatopoeia. Yo, Jacob Ruby, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. It's been so long. It has been a while, man. How have you been doing? Have I been doing recently? I've been doing good. I've been doing good. Just hunting for some shinies, hoping to find some soon. I started my summer job this week and all that, so the stream schedule changed up. I was on your last day of school and finished all your exams. Awesome, man. I hope they all went well. Oh, Regice. Okay. I don't know. Rowlet's a pretty good shiny. It's just not the best shiny because there's other stuff that I like more as far as shiny colors go. Instead of maybe getting the bag, I'm just getting the ball. At least if like it's stubborn and you run out of Pokeballs or it struggles or something, you can reset or you can like start over and hunt for it again. So it's actually not that bad of a loss. It's not like the most high intensity situation to be in. You've been doing quite alright. That's good to hear, man. That's really good to hear. I keep mistaking this weekend under the stream as this weekend on screen getting spooked. I do that sometimes, right? I look down, I'm like, I did see Deep Blue, and then I like look over and I'm like, well, the only thing I saw was, yeah, the preview. The Game Boy hunts is a little easier to distinguish the two, seeing as one's in 3D and one's not. But yeah, I totally get that. I've done that before. I did that a bunch with Poipole, actually. And that's the one where I had the most, like, internal confusion. This is the best shiny ever. I mean, they already got it so perfect the first time around. Why change it? Here's the question. Ever thought of playing Kid Icarus Uprising? I've never even thought about it. Maybe. I have no reason, like I have nothing against the games. I've just never played them. The Battle of the Ages, Zekrom versus Stunfisk. Well, what could the outcome possibly be? Stunfisk will win 100%. What about Goldeen and Dugong's shiny sprites? I mean, if we're legitimately talking about ones that are way too close together, like a lot of the ones since 3D models have come out, Zapdos is pretty hard to tell. Happiny was the worst one for me. Happiny was absolutely the worst one for me. Ground versus electric, so Stunfisk. That's actually true. Got 3 subs again. Fast progress day. Yeah, compared to fairly recently, that's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. I am super hyped that we were able to hit 1.9K today. Seriously, guys, thank you so much for that, because that's all because of you guys. Snorlax is hard to tell too. A little bit. It's definitely more noticeable, especially. Like, Snorlax is one that, like, you just have to evolve it. Like, you've already, most likely, at least if you've done it in Sun and Moon, hunted for a Munchlax instead. But, for the most part, because I hunt with SOS on so many of my hunts. It ends up being a thing where if they're distinguishable when they sit or when they're next to each other, I think they're like different enough. It's quite nice. I need to get it. I need to get it. I haven't encountered that one in the Vulpix yet. I need to get it though. What will you do if you don't see the sparkles with Regice? If I don't see them, like, and if they're there and I somehow miss them and reset, then that's on me, and I'd be kind of upset with myself, but at the end of the day, it happened and it'd be over with. Yo, Mariah, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You would never go on beaches that fish existed in real life. I mean, there are fish kind of like that, but they stay in the water generally. Like, way out in the water generally. Generally in places they would want to avoid being stepped on as well. Most of the time, they also do not want to be stepped on. It's a mutual thing. Alright guys, we got about 5 minutes left here for the day. Can one of these shinies finish off the stream with some extreme hype? They're called Flounder. Indeed, yes. They are Flounder. Is Stunfisk is based off of. You're tired. Well, hopefully you can get some good sleep tonight, Lana. Beaches have Sharpedo and Groudons. At least they don't shock you for stepping on it. True. Stunfisk looks like a flounder. I mean, yeah, that's what it's based off of, you know, with the eyes, like, on it, this, like, it being a super flat fish, you know, with the eyes, how they are, so it can kind of look up. It's definitely based off of a flounder. Sorry you weren't here sooner. Hey, that's all good, Mariah. That's all good. I'm glad you're able to be here for the last few minutes. Favorite Pokemon type? It used to be Dark, like when I was really little, and I don't really have like a true favorite. Oh, sorry about this, guys. But I don't have like a true favorite type anymore, I guess. Because back then, like, and still now, it'd be fully based off of like aesthetics of Pokemon. And back then, I really liked a lot of the edgy-looking, like, dark types, you know, Mightyena, Poochyena, Absol, all those. And so those are the ones that always stood out to me, and that's why dark types are my favorite. But now, I feel like if anything, it would be grass type, but definitely by not as much of a margin as dark types. This is grass electric cool, or grass goes ground. All the G's. If there's ever a grass electric starter, you know, it's definitely what you're gonna pick. Understandable. Understandable. Yo, Grenji, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Neither you can't pick. Yours are bug, grass, and steel. Cool, cool. You're away from your computer trying to cool off. That's all good, Mariah. That's all good. Totally understand that. You know Sandy Gas and Palisand Shinies based off of volcanic sand in Hawaii? I did. I thought that was really clever when I saw that they're basically based off, like, basalt sands and stuff. That's like a really cool thing. Like a really cool little detail with it, you know, so it's like, it fits the theme of the Pokemon super well. Yo, Brandon Espinoza, how you doing? It's just types you use a lot. I gotcha. Least favorite type? I don't actually have a least favorite type. Steel type, best type. Alright. Alright. Really like all types. Yeah, like, I don't have any type that, like, I'm like, oh, why does this exist, or anything. And, you know, the same way, I don't have really strong feelings either way, so I tend to, like, just not have, like, feelings that are negative enough to be like, that's my least favorite. It's even kind of like, I don't really know if that's my favorite, but if there was something to be called it, that would be it. Alright, guys. It's gonna go a little bit over the mark, or over the normal 2-hour mark for this, but we're gonna go until we hit 9,950 Charmanders, and then wrap up with the Bulbasaur we always do. So let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. You've been up for 3 days straight, so you should be good for getting sleep. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. I've only ever pulled like a single, like, 36 hours or something that I've been up. Only don't like it because your first experience with Pokemon since you had a Torterra. 4 times weak to it. I feel you there. Leisure has to be dark. It's a personal thing. Understandable. Understandable. I totally get that. Other than that, you really don't mind ice. Just that one, like, bad experiences first time you played are, like, permanently ingrained. I definitely understand that. Should have picked Infernape. That would have solved all the problems. Pretty funny. I remember back when your avatar used to be a Torterra, Jacob. That was a long time ago. I like Jim Charlie, you like Turtwig more. It really was a while ago, back when you were just first starting to meet people. Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, it's been a while. You were here last summer even, you know? Like, it's crazy thinking about how some of you guys have been around for, like, nearly a year now. Like, it's so cool to think about that. Stunfisk is in the ball. I repeat, Stunfisk is in the ball. Congratulations, Naruto fan, on getting that shiny. Hunting for Staryu. Awesome, Luigi. Awesome. Alright guys, last Charmander of the night right here. Let's see if we can pull something good. Let's see if we can get lucky, if we can somehow manage to get this Pokemon here and not have to go on for another 50 encounters. I would be very, very happy. Imagine the Suicune encounters could just randomly switch to a Sunfisk all of a sudden, that shiny. If it was possible for a random Pokemon to show up that's not the legendary based in the wormhole, you know that it would be a shiny Poochyena. Like, that's what it would have to be, with my luck. Alright guys, we were unable to get a shiny Charmander today. So we are wrapping up now with our normal, traditional Bulbasaur to end the night. You like Dark, Psychic, Fairy, Ghost, Dragon, Fighting, not Mr. Mime. Alright, alright. 9,950. I know, it's crazy. It is quite crazy. We'll see. No Charmander, bad Blizzard. Well, no, the 51 will be the start of the next stream. That was 9,950. That was 9,950. Alright, so guys, well, here we go. We are set up on Bulbasaur. Let's set up on the Suicune and counter the last ones of the night. Let us see what we can get, guys. Encountering Suicune and encountering Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur wasn't shiny, and neither was Suicune. So thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Thank you to everyone that liked, everyone that subscribed. We got over 1.9K today. It's super awesome. Less than 100 subscribers away from 2,000, which would be crazy, and it's all thanks to you guys. And a big thank you to Emmanuel for his super chat donation today. I really, really do appreciate that stuff. I won't be streaming this weekend. I've got some plans, but I'll be back on Monday, back at the same time as today. So until next time, guys, take care. If I can find the credits.